not tweeping.
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 Fucking guppy onk.
Harzum. Let's watch like the most recent video of Harm's Way we can find, and then watch like the earliest one we can find.
Yeah, fully. Well, 4 months ago.
Yeah, that'll be the most recent one. Sucks that he doesn't like jump around heaps anymore.
Yeah.
Like in the old videos, he's just like jumping and spinning and doing all this crazy shit for like the whole set.
Falling all over people and kicking people.
Yeah.
His tights are his shorts are significantly tighter than they were in a lot of the older videos too.
Yeah. I just love his like fucking front, chest, torso tattoo thing so much.
It reminds me of like Louis.
Yeah.
Like Louis has the same sort of thing.
It's such a hectic tattoo for someone that doesn't really like have tattoos.
Yeah, he's got like one on his arm and then like just a whole front chest piece.
Yeah.
And then nothing else.
And then he's got like the judge hammers on his leg.
Oh shit. Sick. This is like a hell not normal Harm's Way crowd.
Yeah. Just looks like hell knocked loose and cunts.
Yeah. Dude in the front was wearing like a Indian shirt.
That was like literally one of the most shit bands I've ever seen live in my entire life. They played with the Devil Wears Prada at the Stag a couple of years ago. And it was just, like, it wasn't even bad. It was just so average.
It's just so painfully nothing.
Yeah. It was like black and gold tube icon.
Black and gold, the Bilo home brand. Just the whole vibe is weird to me.
Yeah. I feel like we don't really have like an equivalent for that kind of like hardcore like scene here.
No, like
It's like that in between like hardcore and metalcore.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, it feels like hardcore made by people that grew up on like Unify Cool.
Yeah. And we don't
Like
really
that's what Australia's version would be. Anyway.
Yeah.
I wonder like how much all of them are like stoked on where the band is now compared to like where it started. Like, I wonder if they're all like, sick, this is exactly where we were going, this just happened naturally. Or if anyone in particular was like, let's do this.
Well, I think like listening from the podcast, they kind of weren't taking it that seriously. And then in like 2012-ish, when they did Isolation, that was when they sort of decided to make it like a thing.
Yeah.
And then it sort of became a career around then. Hell yeah, cunt.
That was hard ass.
See ya.
It's funny, like, he's such like a massive, like, intimidating cunt, but then it also, like, most of the time just looks hell goofy, like,
Yeah.
on stage. Like, I've never been so, like seeing the combination of just intimidating, but also kind of, like, awkwardly stanced.
Yeah, fully.
But it's hard to do that shit. Like, it's that same shit, like, everyone thinks they look heaps hectic doing that shit, and then, like, you watch videos of yourself, like, doing stage moves, and you're like, fuck, I look like an idiot.
Yeah. He pulls it off really well.
Oh, yeah.
I think that like he gets
not
off on
scary enough.
like the energy of the people that he's like playing to.
Yeah.
Because he just looks like he just doesn't care.
Yeah.
And it seems like a lot of people in the crowd might have only just started listening to Harm's Way or don't really listen to like hardcore or anything. And I know that they like pay attention heaps to like the energy of the crowd that they're like playing to.
Yeah.
Like maybe a bit more than like what like some people might, because obviously everyone does to an extent.
Yeah.
Like they just care heaps.
Yeah.
I remember the guitarist Bo wrote on Reddit on like a thread about their tour, and I was like chatting to him a little bit, and he was saying that their last tour they did here with Honest Crooks was like some of the best shows they've ever played in the entire time they've been a band.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like, like this era, like the current era of Harm's Way, like people in Australia really like that shit.
Yeah.
And also, like, it's the same thing we've talked about before, like the disparity of like how big bands feel that are from the States here.
Yeah.
Like, they probably don't feel like they're that massive, but like Harm's Way coming here is probably like one of the bigger tours that we've had.
Yeah. 100%. And I think that they're like bigger now because they're not like a cool guy band anymore.
Yeah.
You know, like
that's trendy.
Yeah, like the first time they came here, I don't think they like did that well. And then the second time they came here, I saw them and they like it was sick, but like it was only trendy cunts that really like cared.
Yeah.
But then like last time they came, everyone was just frothing.
Yeah.
And
I get what you mean.
yeah, like they've sort of broken out of that pigeonhole of just being like a band for fucking trendy cunts or whatever. And I think that like their new sounds are like a bit more appealing to your average listener too, because it's not kind of like power violence-y fucking
there's
HM2 shit.
Which is so weird because like that, like the 2005 or 6 EP is like just raw as fuck. It just sounds like an Infest demo.
Yeah.
And they've just, I know, they pulled it off really well.
Yeah. It's sick that the influences are still kind of there, but it's a lot more subtle.
Yeah. But I kind of like that they kind of skipped like being like a false grind band too.
Yeah.
Like they were never like just a high production grind band.
Yeah.
Like they just changed into like heavier, slower music instead of
being like a Nails.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Because like I feel like with a lot of that false grind stuff, like it's sick, but a lot of what makes it grind like sick as like a grind thing gets lost.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's like that whole thing with like whatever it was like grind and like power violence. They started whatever it was like mincecore or whatever. Like it's like people that made like raw shitty grind got sick of like bands like Nails and like McGree grind or whatever.
Yeah, or like Noisem and shit like that.
Yeah, so like they made another genre that was just like this is what it used to be.
I feel like you could make an argument for like bands like Nails and Noisem and McGree grind or like ACXDC and stuff not even being grind bands.
Yeah.
Like it's got like blast beats and like all the elements are there.
Yeah.
But it's like the soul of what makes it grind isn't.
Yeah, well, that's what like most it's like because you see like those like people that are like in hardcore or like metalcore or whatever, and they say bands like Nails and shit like grind or power violence or like Full of Hell, like before Full of Hell changed like an hour faster, and then like people that are like in or playing grind bands and like that's not that.
Yeah.
Like they just call it like fast hardcore or just hardcore.
Yeah, like fastcore.
Yeah. Because I think like blast beats and like high tempos doesn't make power violence or grind.
Yeah. Being objectively shit in every possible way does.
And like all the like the chaotic like fucking tempo changes and
just having a mosh part that goes for like 0.1 of a second and then just and like taking piss out of genres by like ripping the genre off for like one riff. Yeah. It's like got a lot to do with like the context too. Yeah. You know, like say like that Amon Amarth song like Rapid Norseman or whatever. Yeah. It's like one of the hardest like mosh riffs of all time. But like in that context it's not. Yeah. Like it's just not that. Yeah. It's not a mosh riff. Or like some of like Sepultura and like Machine Head stuff in the 90s.
Right, yeah. Fucking
Like Propaganda.
10-ton hammer.
10-ton Hammer or like
Yeah.
Propaganda or like shit like that.
Yeah.
And I guess it's like the same with grindcore,
Yeah.
you know? Like you can have all the elements of that, but unless it's like in that context,
Yeah.
it's not that.
Yeah, like you can, I guess like you can have like a death metal song that has lots of blast beats and is really fast, but it might not be death grind.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just
It's
it's
like-
like nerd shit that no one else cares about.
Yeah, but it's heaps important. Trust me, it's heaps important. I remember watching an interview with Harm's Way actually, and they were kind of talking about this stuff. And they were asking him like if they like different genres of music, and they asked him about deathcore, and the whole band unanimously was like, "No, that shit's for posers." They're like, but like just full deadpan. They're like, "It's fucking garbage."
Yeah.
You know, it's not hardcore. It's not adjacent to hardcore. It's just for fucking nerds. Like,
Yeah.
But all the guys from the Harm's Way, like Hell Youth Crew dudes, like that's
Yeah.
how they met, because Bo used to play in a youth crew band, and so did James. And
Which
they
one's
were
James?
the singer.
Oh, right. Yeah, I can see that. What is it called?
I'd have to go over the podcast again.
Actually, it'd probably be on, to go,
Discogs.
yeah, even if I do like Harm's Way, and like go to the members,
Oh yeah.
Convicted, Inspired Youth,
I think it's a few of them three out.
Hate Force. Wait, Hate Force was that one we talked about?
Yeah, that's a death metal thing. Yeah, there it is, Bo, Looters, and
Weapons of War.
I like it heaps when bands, like especially bigger bands, have like super legit roots in hardcore.
Yeah.
You know, like there's big hardcore bands that are, you know, obviously they're hardcore bands. They've got ties to hardcore. They play hardcore, but like when it's real shit, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, they do shit. That's pretty sick. Only the strong. The Liftocracy. 2009 Liftocracy. That's pretty cool. I want to check that shit out later. Straight edge metallic hardcore band. Chris Mills was in that other one too. Oh.
yeah. I think Chris Mills is
Oh,
in.
he is Bo as well, yeah.
Yeah, I think Chris Mills is in Harm's Way too.
Yeah. Hectic.
Yeah, trying to find like the oldest video of them that we can.
What year was? I'll see if there's something like.
It looks like it said Hams. Out of Hams Way.
Out of Ham.
There's one from 2009. Oh, that one's sick actually. James does like a fucking hell stage dive.
Looks like the same venue as the last one I just watched.
Fully.
12. Was that the one we watched the other day? No.
Oh, we might have watched the Rainfest one.
Yeah.
That's like the
they played
best
whole
one
shit.
out of all of them. There's one that's like a phone cam one. It's them opening with Murdario Stomp.
Yeah, hectic.
It's fucking mad.
So 2009 would have been like the year they released.
Isolation. Was it Isolation or the one before?
I think the
No
one
Gods,
before
No
it.
Masters.
Yeah. And the album with the fucking the long white thing.
Oh yeah, Reality Approaches.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is my personal
Whereas-
favourite era of theirs.
Yeah. It looks like he should be falling over because it's like so much
It's like,
weight.
you know that video of the guy falling over in the snow for 7 seconds? It's like
Yeah.
that.
I've never seen footage of him moshing.
He moshes like very briefly in that like Murdario Stomp video. But he looks like he'd be hell mosh.
Yeah.
Skull, yeah.
Hell yeah, can't he? The way he moves around is so like awkward, but like
Yeah.
it just works.
But it's like because he's so big.
Yeah.
Like that's why it seems like I don't know. It's like watching a bull like sprint.
Yeah.
It's like it just
Sort of like lumbering a little bit.
there's just so much weight to carry and like push.
Yeah.
Unbroken, Converge, Have Heart, Blacklisted, First
But
Bad,
sick.
Bane.
The Killer. You ever listen to The Killer?
I don't think so.
They're like an OG Chicago band, like real heavy, ignorant, like 90s shit. Like,
That's a massive lineup, man.
yeah. It's like a Hell Youth Crew lineup.
Yeah, it's like a mix. There's like
None of those bands are
Converge.
that heavy except The Killer.
Well, like Converge would have been fairly heavy still at the time.
Yeah.
Like it would have been a bit heavier. But yeah.
Oh, Scott, go back. I think this is when he does the stage dive.
He just disappears.
It's gone.
They'd be trying to catch that. Eh? It doesn't even feel like that far between the two sets, but this is like 11 years.
Yeah.
They're fucking hectic rigs too. I think it's like Ampeg and Orange and then a whole setup of Amper cabs. And the bass is it's like, I think it's like an acoustic head and then like a sub later.
Oh yeah.
Or maybe they've got guitars running around. Or there's just two bass cabs. That's hard.
It's like this dude I follow on Instagram. He's like a powerlifting coach, but he used to play in hardcore bands in Florida.
Yeah.
And he's got like 2 full like orange cabs, like setups. And he's just like, yeah, every show I did, no matter how small the venue was, I'd just run both rigs.
Yeah, hectic. It's like, did I show you that thing of the chick guitarist from Boris, like doing like a thing where she just walked into like a record shop and then just played a song,
No.
but like just guitar, like just doing like songs sort of shit. And there's just like a whole wall of orange caps, like twice the height of her. And like there's a dude's ears like bleeding. He's like sitting in the shop, like covering his ears, like listening to it, and his ears are bleeding.
That's mad.
It's, what's that band? Fucking like Bong something.
Toasted.
Hit the Oasty. Hit the blick.
Got the blicky.
Weed eater. They're like live rigs are fucked. Because like you normally get like 15-inch like bass cab speakers, but you can also get 18, but they're like hard to get. And like they have like this rig where like the bass is like it's like a big 218 cab and then like a 215 cab and then like an 810 like on top of that.
Fuck. That's fucked.
They're just loud as fuck, yeah. This is way better than the last ones we got.
What was that thing we were saying that time? It was like value for money or... Do you remember that?
Yeah, I can't remember what it was, but we're talking about...
You got about like $3 worth of enjoyment out of it.
Yeah, that was it. The paying $2 for it and getting like $4 worth of enjoyment.
How many Oasties did we get? 3 each.
Yeah.
Oh, sick. The speed set is up on YouTube.
Oh, the one from the Terror show?
No, like the most recent speed set.
Oh, well, on that HDMI.
With Phantoms. Rudsy put it up.
We'll do that.
Yeah.
Oh, you see
16
that?
wheel on horse. What?
They did. They released the deluxe version of Welfare Jazz today with a couple other songs on it and some remixes. Because they did that with whatever the other one, Sports or whatever. I can't remember if the album's called Sports or not. But it's like it's like a way of releasing like a whole bunch of music, and like reiterating the album came out to people.
Yeah, because
like-
giving it like the second wind kind of.
Yeah, like they released it again, but there's some other shit on it. It's like you want to go and listen to it again to see what's different. So it's like puts it back in your mind. Like
Yeah.
it was how smart. idea.
Harm's Way demo 2006.
I guess it reminded me. Oh wait,
Golf Mosh.
reminded me of Invest, probably because of fucking artwork as well. No, and Metalcore Holocaust.
Yeah, as. And you can hear a bit of like later Harm's Way even in this.
Yeah. If I just found like Post-Human
Yeah.
Rust and then looked up Harm's Way on YouTube and found this, I think it was like a different band.
Yeah, be like, oh, there's two Harm's Ways.
Yeah. Look at how much Gark sauce there is.
Fucking heaps.
Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one with a mustache in this video. This would have been fucked. I was just gonna check this one.
Oh, yeah.
But it's just heavy as fuck.
I haven't listened to it, really.
It's like if the new Harm's Way was just like kind of still rawer and like a little bit more hardcore. I reckon.
What the fuck? Ben Go, the guy that uploaded this,
Yeah.
he's a photographer that used to travel around with Exile. He's from New Zealand.
Oh, true.
Yeah, fully. It feels like New Harm's Way with a bit more of reality approaches.
So I think it's I think it's that. It's just I don't know why it's labeled like that, but that's the songs.
Oh, fully.
And that came out 2009. So it would have been between like just after Reality Approaches.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it depends because that says 2009 as well. So like depending on who's right, it could have been just before.
Yeah. It's funny how this sounds kind of like more recent than Isolation, but it came out before.
Yeah.
Wait, scroll down to the bottom, the last comment. Nice home YouTuber, total fucking rip-off. What are the replies?
Maybe they're the same thing. Oh, right. It's a slogan from the late 1800s. Say it to her face. What? Oh, wait.
Smeg Manimus.
I don't want to fucking punch on with Speg Manimus. Fuck no.
So Smeggy. That's
Sup, Smeggy?